there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage principle. Y'all know how y'all hear. Anything I say is alleged in my very, 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 very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is ever personal. So I needed to do a follow-up video regarding the disturbing video of Knox, the concubine's son, with Martell, and the aggression and balling up the fist and everything else towards Sugar Mama, and multiple people in the video telling Knox to stop and all these things, and I have some things I want to say. Number one, to the people who are being the biggest hypocrites of all, saying, oh, we shouldn't talk about kids, it's off limits, da 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 da. But you support people who literally called the Holt kids, made fun of their hair, made fun of their hairlines, and specifically compared them to their own grandkids and how long their hair was. And furthermore, also ran with a lie that was on social media and via Martell, spreading lies about the kids' paternity. And then had their son-in-law's brother on Instagram posting side-by-side photos of the youngest child with another man who was not Martell, that was some attorney, trying to allege that was the father. This is the most disrespect that has been done to the Holt kids. Nobody else's kids on that show has gone through or experienced anything the Holt kids had. Those are your receipts. Those are your proof. If you don't believe me, look it up. But I don't understand why people choose to willingly be obtuse, why people choose to willingly just not believe things just because you hate Mel so much. Just listen to the logic in itself. You do not care how much in danger and in harm kids are, all because you don't like Mel. But if it was anybody else's kids that was experiencing this, you would be calling for all types of things to happen and take place. So please stop. If you don't have all of the information, just say that. But don't get on a tangent on some ridiculousness. Oh no, kids are off limits. No. So you're saying it is okay for kids to have aggression towards others, and you're talking to people who either have kids or when they were kids themselves experienced this type of bullying and this type of behavior by other kids. This is not normal behavior. And it is being replicated exactly what they are seeing in their own environment. This validates what is being said in the courts, that the four-piece nuggets are being bullied and attacked by the concubine's two kids. This validates, the reason why Tank is trying to train his younger sister on how to defend herself. But see, all of this is going to backfire. And I actually think this was intentional. This was intentional. No. The concubine is not as dumb as people think. No. She has an agenda, right? Because she wanted Mel's life and she wanted Mel's husband, right? She has Mel's husband, but she doesn't have Mel's life, right? What about, where's that BMW that everybody's been, talking about for so much? Looking at you, Tisha Scott, where is the matching BMWs, you guys? Because I haven't seen it in years, if you ask me, that they make such a big deal about, right? But walk with me here. Why are you going so far to post situations that there is an active custody battle and that there is an active criminal case against Martell Holt? Why would you post a video that is basically going to confirm what is in the court documents about your kids and the treatment of the Holt kids? Walk with me, because here's the thing. The life that you thought you were going to get was going to be the same lifestyle that you thought that you were going to have access to, which is why you keep saying that Martell should have stayed married to Mel, aka the moneymaker, aka the breadwinner, aka money-making Mel.
But here's the other piece of it, you guys. You want this custody battle to fail. I mean the concubine of Martell's. You want this to fail because you want Martell all to yourself. You do not want the kids that Mel and Tell have together in your environment wherever you're squatting at these days. That's the real tea. That is what the issue at hand is. See, you thought that just having Mel and Tell, done for good was going to be enough for you. You thought finally having a kid with Martell was going to be enough for you. But you found out that Martell is still very much obsessed with Mel. And has used the cast, has used the kids, has used every single type of avenue to try to get Mel rattled. But nonetheless, you've realized now, after almost 5 years, that the kids between Mel and Tell are in your way. And you need them out the way so that you can have Martell all to yourself. And now what you're going to do is you're either going to have your daughter or yourself make sure that there is incriminating photos and video that keeps getting posted until somebody intervenes in this custody battle, until the Alabama court system intervenes and does something. But the thing is, what you fail to realize, concubine, is if you do this, what do you think is going to happen? If Martell is still pissed that Mel actually left him for good going on 5 years, and you play a role in him losing custody and access altogether to his 4 kids, his first 4 kids that he had with his ex-wife, and only has you to deal with, and only has the child y'all have together to deal with, what do you think that's going to look like for you exactly? If he has all this access to you and he is not allowed to be involved in his other 4 children's life, what do you think that means for you in your life? Oh, you think it's going to be happily ever after? You think that's going to be a situation where he's going to finally marry you? Listen, he's not even financially obligated now to do anything with the 4 children. He can't even afford to feed them. So nonetheless, Mel knew that once she cut ties with him, it wasn't even worth asking for alimony and child support because she knew he didn't have it. And it would be a waste of time because by the time he would have it, he would just tie her up in court with stupid motions and BS. So she said, skip it. You deal with it. But see, the thing is, you do not want to deal with Mel and Tell's kids. And you are using your own kids to treat them like crap so that it doesn't fall on you. I see the agenda, right? I see the agenda on how these people, want to play stepmom and all these things, but do not want the actual role of the stepmom, you guys. And Martell refuses to marry you. Refuses to marry you because he doesn't take you seriously either. And he thought at some point, if Mel still wanted him to this day, Martell would leave you high and dry. But you need something now to make sure that that doesn't happen. And your last-ditch effort, because like I said, you feel like you succeeded in Mel and Tell being over for good, right? Even though Martell's still out here in these streets, don't get it twisted. He's not faithful to you, concubine, by any stretch of the imagination. He's still looking for his next Mel, and deep down is secretly hoping that one day Mel will take him back. But nonetheless, you have moved on to Plan Z, which is now you feel that you will be happier if the 4 kids that Mel and Tell share together are no longer, any way, shape, or form, does Martell have any custodial rights, parental rights to them. That's your next mission. That is what you were actively trying to do. And you purposefully put that video out there to make sure the blogs caught it, to make sure Mel caught it, to make sure this goes back to the family court on the next hearing, you guys. It's all, I see it all, you guys. And when this happens, and when Martell loses, because either one or two things is going to happen, right? Either Martell will lose custody of the kids, or the kids are going to remove themselves from Martell's life altogether. One of the two is going to happen, because here's the thing. The way the Alabama court system is playing games like this, it will get to a point where the kids are not going to wait, or nor are they going to care about a ruling. They are going to be so sick of the BS that is going on whenever they go to Martell and his concubine squatters, extravaganza of all of the bullying, of all of the hatred, of all of the negativity that's taking place, that they're just not going to want to go at all. They're not going to want to see their father at all. They're not going to want anything to do with their father at all. And they're super protective of their mom. So imagine now seeing that dumb YouTube interview that was done, that was supposed to be about Marceau's alleged side chick, that turned into Martell and his side chick trying to rewrite history and trying to romanticize something when the man was married most of the time y'all were involved. Make it make sense. But like everything else, this also is going to backfire, because, when you're not putting any brain cells together, and when you claim a two-parent household is parents that are living in separate residences with separate families and everything else, these are the types of dumb prizes that you receive. And for some reason, you believe that Martell is a prize. And I am just shocked by now that Paris's father and stepmom have not intervened either, and said, you know what, I am sick of this foolishness that y'all got my daughter in. I want full custody too, because you are completely unfit altogether, right? But nonetheless, I feel like that's where we are. We're in plan Z of the side chick's plan, and hoping that she can finally have Martell all to herself. She doesn't like the kids that Martell and Mel share together, and that's why she uses her own kids to be mean to them and bully them and attack them. And we need to talk about it, you guys. I can't believe people think that this is okay and appropriate. It's not okay and it's not appropriate. If this happened to you when you were a kid, or if this happened to one of your loved ones, you wouldn't be saying that nonsense. You wouldn't have the same energy at all. You'd be ready to, throw some stuff down and get some furniture moving on behalf of your loved one. Or if this happened to you, you might even be triggered, seeing people just hate you and wanting to fight you for zero reason, for simply existing, for looking for reasons to just have a problem with you, for simply existing, or because they're jealous. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of the loving home that you come from. They're jealous of the loving lifestyle that you're able to have that they cannot. So the only way that they know how to do is to resort to violence, which is never the answer, which is never okay. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because it's not appropriate, you guys. But this is the plan Z for the concubine, to have Martell finally to herself. She is going to continue to release incriminating pictures and videos that is going to help Mel in the custody battle when it's all said and done, because she wants Martell all to herself. And unfortunately for her, she's realized 5 years too late that this thing with trying to be, a family with Martell's 4 kids with Mel, including her 2 kids, it is not going to work for her anymore. She's too triggered. She's too upset that these well-behaved, intelligent kids are too much of a threat to the disaster that her and Martell want to continue to drown themselves into. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.